Hello Gemini, welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you're doing well. Gemini, I was literally just got home from working another job of mine and just started to relax, and I got this huge rush to do a reading for you. So let's see what comes through the cards, okay? All right, this is a message for Sun, Moon, or Rising in the sign of Gemini. Please keep in mind that these are general messages, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Please try not to build a story. If it's not resonating with you, it's not for you. Or it could be. Keep it in your back pocket. Maybe it's part of your blind spot. Although resonance would mean that you would feel this. Oh, this is for me. Unless we're in like severe denial. You know, I've been there. Anyway, if you'd like to book a personal, private one-on-one reading with me, you can do so through my website, which is BeTheChange333.com. That information is also in the description box below this video. I'm running a promotion and it ends at the end of this month of March, so check it out. The sale prices are on the website. Typically, my 1 hour readings go for $100 a session, and I have them marked down to $80. So take advantage of this sale now before it is over. All right, enough of that. Let's move on to your reading, Gemini. Let me just get a quick drink of water. That is an important message. What is it? I don't know, but it got me up from laying down. What is the message for Gemini? First card out, we have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Maybe your patience has been tested. We have courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. This could be patience with yourself. And patience with yourself in facing a deep fear. Pluto will bring that up. Pluto will bring up our deepest, darkest fears for us to face. So you may be experiencing something now that has maybe been bugging you for quite some time. Denial. Oh. Gemini, this is about your purpose. I know what I'm here to do. You do know what you're here to do. However, it's really difficult to find the courage, and you're losing patience with yourself. And there's probably some deeper things within that fear that you are overlooking, in denial of. I just did a video earlier today about Pluto's effects. I think as I'm having deeper and deeper realizations on my path and following the astrology, I'm understanding what this Pluto in Aquarius, this brief visit into Aquarius is doing for us. And it's really all about skipped steps. Skipped steps on our path to healing the past, on our path to wholeness, to authenticity. There are important deep things that we have skirted over, maybe touched or brushed the surface of, but did not go deep enough to pull out by the root what needs to be seen and healed, so that it doesn't continue to grow into patterns and habits that keep us stuck in these fearful, thought forms and beliefs about ourselves and our journey. Okay. I'm just staring at this one part of one of my crystals is just beaming out at me. We have patience again that fell on top of patience. Gemini. What are you impatient about? Or maybe you are finally at the point of finding patience. Let's see. We're going to dig into this, but definitely patience is a big, big, big message for you. Maybe there's something that's just, it's bugging you so badly. You want to race to the finish line. And Pluto's like, no, but you missed something. You got to come back here. You got to come back here and feel the fear. You got to come back here and understand where this fear comes from so that this does not stop you in your tracks going forward. All right. All of my readings feel so personal lately. I don't even think I need to read the cards at this point. Courage, suffering in silence. You're suffering in this fear. You're suffocating yourself because Pluto's not going to let it go. Your soul is being pulled towards the North Node, towards your purpose, your divine purpose here. And there's a part of you, a big part of you, part of your ego that you may be in denial about that is keeping you. And you're not talking about it. You're not bringing it up. Suffering. You're suffering in fear. You need to get out of that fear and find that courage to face that fear with confidence. It's not as bad as what your mind is telling you. I just did a video on this, and I had a realization too of like what I was brought into, and I, through my meditational practice, through my my way of communicating, and it was you can feel it. It's like you get pulled into this, let's take a look into this room. You haven't been in this room in a long time, maybe since the day of the trauma. And I'm talking about rooms within us. And you may have opened the door and peeked in and shut the door right back. Pluto's like, no, you got to go in that room and face it head on. It's not as bad as what your mind is telling you. You're not reliving it, per se. You got to go back and feel through it. There's deeper messages in there for you. And it's the root of your internal suffering. Okay. And we have triumph with denial. The bottom of the deck, conflict and defeat. I feel like this is you with you more than anything, Gemini. This is the card. You see the light, you're up in the light, but then Pluto's like, nope, you got to go back down into the depths of your inner psyche, go downstairs, go into that room. There's some light there for you. You're going to be able to see, but you've got to have the courage to go back down. These are skipped steps. See the steps? You skip some steps. Go back and retrieve. It's soul retrieval. Go back and retrieve this part that you left somewhere. And we want to triumph over this denial. No longer denying that there's something internally causing you suffering in silence. enough is enough. Unless you're a glutton for punishment, but Pluto's going to keep cranking up the heat, so you're better off facing it head on. Take some time to yourself if you need to. Go out into nature, take a day off, take a salt bath, and really ask the deep questions that Pluto is asking you to look into. Okay, we're going to get a Moonology card before we get into the tarot. Forgot. I feel this just like I felt Virgo's reading. I started to feel choked up. I'm feeling it again. It's either throat chakra, there's something that you need to say, express, and you keep swallowing it down. Or either way, being choked up, that is energy that you keep swallowing down and it's trying to come back up. It's almost like you're afraid to say something. You're afraid to look at the bigger picture. Expect powerful change. The answers you need are coming. Gemini, there you are. Yeah. I think you're still stuck in one little clip of the story, and it's like the universe is asking you to expand it, expand it, expand it. Wider, bigger. Go back further. There's going to be some powerful changes that are coming about. And it does start with you. But Pluto does have a way of making things happen as well. So, just a heads up there. It is a planet of transformation. Judgment. Patience, patience, judgment. Upright. Have patience with this process. It's a process of stripping away all of the old you, all of the parts that have kept you stuck and bound and buried underground. You're starting to wake up and see light and hearing things you never heard before, or you didn't know what it was. And you're like, oh, there's a whole nother dimension to all of this. But as you're going through that process, it is a transformation process. Be very patient. I feel like Gemini, you're trying to just race to the end, like I said. This is not a race. And there is no end. Do you understand that? To this game. There is no end. It is just sequence after sequence after sequence of events. They're frames of experiences and memories. And these are our perceptions of time. There's something that's revealing itself to you. And it is a part of you, a big part that you've been in denial of. It's a part of you you've repressed, suppressed, denied. It's part of your shadow as well. It's part of your pain. Okay. This has to do, it could have to do with your home life. That is Mars just moved into Cancer. So it's switching the energy from air for our minds and our thoughts to our emotions. So now we're feeling. And Mars is like our actions. So when Mars was in Gemini for like ever, an extended period of time, we were quick-minded. We were quick to act on our thoughts. And now it is we've got a lot of Aries energy, which is wanting to act quickly. So I understand why you're trying to get through this. But be patient. Don't try to get through. Just follow the energy. Follow how you feel, your internal guidance, and whatever outside forces and sources are really trying to guide you along here. But there's something, it could be within your home or your community of sorts that needs balancing. And what is keeping it out of balance is your mental process, this suffering in silence, this, I mean, look at it. It's just getting stabbed in all directions. Like your mind is really hitting all these sore spots. And I don't know, you might feel really sensitive. So Mars in Cancer, it puts our emotional focus, I forgot to finish that sentence. It puts our emotional focus on emotional safety, and especially emotional safety within our own domestic space, Cancer. And there's stuff going on in your head that just, you don't really feel comfortable opening up and allowing some balance to be in there for you. You're like tense, and you want to just like, let's get on with it already. No, this is something that is actually really, it's for you, so that you are more comfortable in whatever situation this is. Emotionally, you feel secure to really express how you're really feeling or whatever you're going through. King of Wands in reverse. Three of Swords in reverse. Gemini. So as long as you stay in this denial, it's going to be really difficult to be confident in any action that you take. You're going to always be questioning yourself and be in doubt of yourself. And I think you're even in denial of that at times, because it's a coping mechanism. Three of Swords at reverse. That speaks of a lot of heartache and pain. Possible betrayal. Betrayal of self. You're betraying yourself by not allowing yourself the patience to go through whatever it is that you're going through, to see things clearly as they're revealing themselves to you. And be honest with yourself. Have the courage to really push through this fear. Something that you're really fearful of, that maybe you're going to rock the boat. You're going to cause a stir. So you're going to cause a problem by talking about how you feel. And while you stay in that, you're just unable to feel confident about anything that you do, any action that you take. All right. Some of you the suffering may be going on as I'm reading this. Maybe that was why I was pulled out of bed. It's okay. I appreciate being able to give these messages. So speaking of appreciation, Gemini, if you like this video, could you please click that thumbs up, likes button for me? And if you're not subscribed, could you please subscribe? I would truly appreciate that, and that would be really helpful. And I am very grateful for all who take the time to do that. I truly am. All right, back to the reading. Oh boy, I feel some heavy energy. Well, it looks like in reverse. Chariot in reverse. You're not really going to be able to move forward until you slow down, Gemini, and have patience with this process. Actually honor the awakening process. Honor the truth, the clarity that's being revealed to you. Be patient. Everything happens in divine order. So spirit, angels, God, source, whatever you are connecting to, always speaks through other people, speaks through other events and all kinds of sequences everywhere. And it's almost like cracking a code for a bit until you wake up to like, okay, I'm perceiving things wrong here. It's almost like the universe has something really important to show you. and you're not really going to move forward until it's complete. So it's important to be very patient with the process, so that it does speed up the process when we're patient, when we flow with it and really receptive to it, like deeply. Pluto is scorpionic energy, deeply, gets really deep. Okay. Not playing around anymore. These are things you thought were over with and done. Nine of Swords in reverse. See those demons coming to visit you at night when you're trying to sleep? This is anxiety. This is like, whoo, I feel this, man. This energy, Gemini, is like, it's like the conscious part of your mind is speaking to you. It's like, hey, I'm in here too. Remember me? The original Gemini? I have something to say. I've got some things like going on here. Stop denying me. Stop suppressing me. Stop repressing me. Enough of that. So it's almost an internal battle, whether you know it or not, with yourself. That's parts work. Welcome to parts work. There's a great book out there. The Completion Process. No, I'm not being sponsored by Teal Swan, but this is an excellent book regarding parts work, regarding soul retrieval, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing. We have all these different parts. And if we suppress and repress and deny and pretend that we don't have a part, Pluto's bringing it. That's going to be the dominant energy inside. So you better just let it. Listen to it. Listen to it. It's causing you a lot of worry, pain, anxiety, fear. Ugh. I'm tense right now from this. This is intense, Gemini. Maybe you were really being happy-go-lucky and thought that the intensity was over with. It wasn't ever going to come back. And now here we are. Three of Swords again, in reverse again. Deep-rooted pain. Five of Cups in reverse. Sadness, loss, depression, anxiety. All rooted. You got to get to the root. You got to get to the root, the source. It's like weeding. If you don't go deep enough to get all of the root, it's gonna most likely grow again, and maybe even stronger. So go deep. This is deep. All right, I'm gonna get you an advice card. I'm all choked up now. I'm sorry. This is the hardest part. But again, there's something in your mind that's telling you it's harder than what it really is. Truly, I went through this process. I've been doing parts work for a long time though, but I realized I skipped a big part myself. And when I had that revelation, it just opened, it bursted wide open, and I was free. I mean, I've been liberated big time from some stuff myself, some deep, dark stuff. It's the shadow. The shadow can really overpower us and take over our consciousness, and we're not even aware that it does that at times. So don't be shameful or guilty about that. That is part of life that we need to learn and understand. I could go so deep, but I'm going to save us time, and I'm going to get you some advice here. It's a whole nother video. Oh my, I feel like I'm going to be just shooting videos for the rest of my life. It's okay. I don't mind. Advice for Gemini, please. Oh. It's like, you know, too. You know, but you've like really pushed it away and thought you got away from it. Thought it was over with. And then it comes back, you're like trying to like either run from it or try to skirt through it again really fast. And Pluto's not letting you, and now you're kind of panicking like, shit. Divine Matrix. Number 44. Okay. Do you ever wonder how synchronicities have come together? These meaningful coincidences move life forward in ways we might not understand at the time. We can get trapped in the idea that the world is a place of separate parts with space between, because the true quantum spiritual nature of reality can be confusing. Imagine that everything possible under the sun is waiting to be claimed. You are not separate from what you desire to manifest. Everything is intrinsically connected within a vast living web of life, a divine matrix. Even that which you have not yet observed as part of your life experience is still connected to you. It remains dormant until you choose it. Life operates on life's terms as well. You don't live in a vacuum, so you are surrounded by a multitude of realities that were brought to life by others. These can surely affect you if you allow them to. But as your thread, your luminous life force, your courageous dream is part of the tapestry of life, you're being invited to be conscious of the patterns you are weaving. Isn't it amazing to know you have such great power inherent in you just by being alive? You will see evidence of the truth of this divine matrix today. It is in you. What you do matters. All manner of miracles are waiting for you to lay claim to them. Are you ready? Yeah. Yeah. Everything that we think, say, feel, do is connected to our thread that's weaved in with the threads of life, the threads of others. We are all connected. And this is how I see it visually, is this huge web connected to a much huger web that we cannot see. Our higher self, or the quantum field, not even the quantum field, the collective stream of consciousness, and then some. It just continues to go and go and go. It's way bigger than you can even imagine, which is why Look at the Bigger Picture came up for you. So I hope this was helpful for you, Gemini, and sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.